Hey guys, welcome back. Appreciate it. We get some camera stuff mixed over here. Hopefully everybody's doing good. Doing a little shooting tonight. Just loaded up 100 rounds of Acme 124 grain round point. So hopefully you guys can see that. But we're going to continue on. Here in the man cave, I got The Walking Dead in the background. I'm not playing the sound because I know it'll get demonetized, as we all know. But I figured if any of you guys had any questions out there, it'd be fun to say hi. So I'll wait for you guys to show up. Jesus in the house. How's Rizza Jizza doing? It might be a little noisy, but we'll fight through it. I will say on the Acme 124 grain, the seating is a little bit lower due to the way the case height is. So I'll give you guys an example here before I get going. Let's see. Oh. All right. So this will fit in the checker. But due to the pointedness of the blue bullet, you'll notice that the case is, the bullet is seated a little bit farther in with the red one, the Acme bullet. After doing a little testing with different barrels, they will feed in here, but the CZ, the tolerances are a little tighter than normal. So they needed to be seated in a little bit different. The reloader dude, he has a good video out on the 124 grain reloading, and he talks about the height of the bullet. And with the CZ, basically, if you take the barrel out and you run them, you will notice that it wants to stick a little bit. So you definitely need to seat them in. So CZ being the tightest 9mm I have, like the Glocks, the Smith & Wessons, all that stuff feeds perfectly with the height I showed you. But yeah, you're definitely got to seat. You got to seat these in a little bit farther. Looks like we got Keith Gregory out there. How you doing, buddy? I'm gonna make a quick 100. This will be the second 100 I made, and then I'm out of here. I'm gonna go shooting. We got Evan Fields. Hey, Evan. Can't believe they beat you, Evan, to the chat. Usually Evan's the first one. But if you look, kind of show it again, but we got the red lipstick Acme bullets. So let's see what happens. So we're looking for that. Nice and flat, you don't see it. But if the case was longer, and the case length that I'm going with what do I run it on this one? Trying to remember the charge. But I'm at 1066. And those seem to be working out pretty good. Let's double confirm that with this one. Yep, we're right in the ballpark. So today's gonna be fun. Flew in last night. And I was excited to see that it was Thursday. Thursday for me means a day of shooting. So I need to quit talking and get to work here. I want to remember what I'm at for powder though. Just trying to show you guys. Let me see what's in there. I'll find it. Oh, it's right here. 3.9 grains of tight group. Timothy Robbins, how's it going? The noise of a loading Dylan. Yes, let's make some noise real quick. I gotta get this last 100 rounds. My wife's picking up my son and daughter. And then my son's gonna shoot tonight, so hopefully he doesn't shoot better than me. That always makes for a bad day. It's a good day and a bad day. You're glad your son shoots well, but then if he wins, you're like, dang it. I guess that's a good thing, though. Means he's getting good. Got I know, I miss them. I was a little bummed out. I could have probably taken the days off, but then the way my schedule is, I work 8 on, 16 off, and then 8 on, 16 off. So if I would have took 8 days off, I would have had a whole shit ton of days off. What should have been 16 times 2 plus 8, whatever that is. And that's just too many days to be gone from work. It's hard enough trying to keep track of all the stuff going on at work while you're at home. Just checking emails and updates. It's pretty tough. But yeah, I was pretty bummed to miss everybody, especially the people I haven't met yet. I was a little bummed out. I wanted to meet Les, Papa's Place, the Scotsman, Bald and Curious. Who else was there that I haven't met yet? I met Curious Yellow Solar. I met the Dirt Road. Who am I missing? I know there was more. I met Tom Olafson. Obviously, Pops and TR I met. SoCal I met. Got to hang out with him a few times in California, which was cool. SoCal lives probably 40 minutes from my house, or my work. He's a cool cat. I know I'm missing a few. Who else? Who else? I met John, Live for Wilde. I met Tim, the Silent Bob. I met Mr. Bullet. I'm trying to figure out who the hell I missed. Tool Monkey wasn't there. I met Yankee 4. Who am I missing? I think there's one more I'm missing. Oh, Big Johnson, of course. My big, tall Texas buddy. Big Johnson. How do you forget Big Johnson? And Chad, the fat man. Talked to him a few times on the phone, but I've never met him in person. So that would have been cool. But maybe next time, as they say. All right. What do you think of the reload bench? Got the TV set up. Finally now I got this Stream Smart box over here, and you can get a lot of good stuff. I stopped buying TV a long time ago. I got fed up with paying a big old bill for TV. There's Curious Yellow Solar. Got tired of paying that bill. Thought it was a bunch of bullshit. TV companies need to come out with a thing where they charge you X amount of dollars for 20 channels. And you get to pick 20 channels. And then X amount of dollars for 50 channels. And you pick the 50 channels you want, because in the grand scheme of things, your cable can have 400 million channels, but you're only going to watch the same, 20 channels or whatever the case is. So if they were smart, they'd start doing that. Who wants to go into business? TV cable guy. We'll take on DirecTV and broadcast, and I guess Time Warner. Time Warner bought AT&T or some shit like that. I don't know. I can't keep track of these fools. All right, I need bullets. Bullets. If you guys reload, Acme 10% discount. IY6C, all capital letters. That's my big promotion of the day. If you reload and you buy Acme, why not say 10%? If you have a different code that you use, use that one, or use my code. That would be cool. All I know is at the end of the day, it saves you basically the taxes and a little bit of shipping, for sure. I got a bullet company sending me bullets to test against other bullets, like you've seen on Bullet versus Bullet. So they want to go up against some of the big name manufacturers, and I can't wait to see how it turns out. Hopefully for them it works out well. Just because you're a big company doesn't mean you got the best. And that's why having some of these smaller guys come in, and these are Rocky Mountain bullets. They're supposed to ship to me. So we'll give them a shot. They're going to be jacketed hollow points, I believe, is what they're sending me, or maybe round nose, I don't know. But I do these for you guys and myself. It's kind of nice to find out if you're going to pay the same price for a bullet, wouldn't you rather buy the bullets that are more consistent? And that's the thing about the test that I do. A lot of people are like, how come you do this test? And because at the end of the day, are they all going to shoot well? Yeah, they should, as long as you loaded them right. But maybe I'll get a little better shot group. Maybe I'll get a little better grouping on my targets. But definitely try to keep apples to apples when it comes to testing. If I'm doing poly-coated bullets, I'm testing them against another poly-coated company. But why not? I don't think anybody on YouTube's doing it. There was one I did with Extreme Bullets and Barry's Bullets. And I did those, and I did two different calibers. And one caliber won, and the other caliber of the other company won. So that was kind of interesting. But it was definitely nice to see the groups where they fit in on the scale. If you're going to buy a 124 grain bullet, and all of a sudden we're getting close, chat's almost over. where you're getting a bunch of projectiles that are off. Whether heavy or light. As long as the grouping's the same, it's not as bad. But if you have stuff that's spanning the whole spectrum, it doesn't look as good on paper or visually when I show you guys the bullets online or on the YouTube video. WNC Prepper, do you reload 9mm? I'm reloading 9mm right now. Oh, you're in WNC's down the street from me. We're going to be shooting at Rex's at 6 o'clock. I'll be the range master. If you are interested in shooting, all you need is a holster and a mag, a couple mags, and you're good to go. Love to meet you. We'll have fun. It's IDPA, very relaxed, unsanctioned. Basically a fun shoot. And I like making it where you shoot a lot more ammo than the other guys, just because I like shooting ammo. So I usually run a lot more targets than normal. And we'll have probably at least 2 stages tonight, depending on how many people show up, and hopefully 3. The third one's always a short one. I'll give you guys a good little background. So not last Thursday, but the Thursday before, gun is clear, I was shooting the CZ. I was in first place on stages 1 and 2, basically. At the end of stage 2, I was in first place by 0.61 seconds. Oh, here it is right here. So I don't know if you can see it, but basically, let me see if I'm shining in the right spot here. Did okay, had one, scored in the 1 second zone a couple times, blah, blah, blah. So I got to stage 3. I went to stage 3, it was load 3 in your magazine and then load 3 in your other magazine. So we go up, first one, 1, 2, 3, I go to reload. And it wasn't these are the Metgar mags, but the one stock CZ mags that came with it. As I seated the mag, somehow I pulled off the base plate. The whole thing freaking hand grenaded. And luckily I had a magazine in my back pocket that was just from the one before. So I ended up getting 3rd, but it sucked, and I wish I would have got it on video. But yeah, as soon as I seated the magazine, I guess I pulled the bottom base plate off, and the spring came down, and the follower, and the bullets, and I was like, son of a bitch. So I went from 3rd to, I went from 3rd to 1st, which the guy that beat me, he's a great shot too. He's usually the guy I'm trying to beat. So he ended up getting 1st, and I ended up getting 3rd. But I almost had 2 first place in 2 weeks. That would have been really cool. The CZ's been working well, and it's all stock. You guys probably seen on my other videos. You guys probably seen on my other videos that I've been trying to get better. This is the decocker version. So just getting used to that first pull, that long pull, and just deal with it. I haven't done any trigger job to it. I haven't done any of that because at the end of the day, you probably saw the video of me talking about gadgets. Do we really need them? Well, I was trying to get better with a stock gun. That way, when I do go to a different gun, like the Infinity, I'm hoping that I'll be a better shooter, less likely to, flinch or any of that kind of stuff that'll make your accuracy go to shit. So now I'm checking these on the Lyman case checker, just making sure they're going to fit. I already know the overall length is shorter, so we've already tested it in the CZ, so I know they'll work. Now I'm just making sure that they fit. Reloading is very therapeutic, Jizza. It is cool. You know what is as well, besides therapeutic, which can kind of take away from the therapeutic part, but is fun, is when the family comes out and helps out. I had my son and daughter, they love feeding the primer tubes. My daughter likes checking the cases and the gauge check here. And we'll sit here and bullshit. And usually it's my son and I, and we'll talk about guns. And it's kind of a family sport per se, which makes it enjoyable. Sometimes my wife will come out and I'll pull out a chair for her that reclines and stuff, and have a cocktail or whatever the case is, and it's fun just BSing together. Usually she's never in the garage. She doesn't. It's kind of not so much the man cave, but it's kind of messy. It's got bikes and boxes and stuff, like most people's garages. I know there's a few of you guys that have really dialed in. Thanks for the good luck. I appreciate it. Could definitely use it. If I come in first or 10th or whatever, I don't really care for the most part. As long as I'm getting better at something. You can come in 10th place or last place and still come out learning something, still come out enjoying shooting. I mean, the golfers always say a bad day of golf is better than a good day at work. I agree with that. I'm not a big golfer, but like, same thing about shooting. I like hanging out with the guys. It's fun. Get to talk firearms. Get to learn stuff. Maybe somebody got some new something or whatever. It's always cool to take a look at it and see if it's a gadget or gizmo or if it actually helps. And one of the things that's cool about, I've been noticing shooting the stock CZ, and it's the 75 SP01 tactical, in case you're wondering, but there's no magwell, and all my Glock race guns, it's got the light triggers, the big magwells, and I noticed myself getting faster at reloading mags with just a stock, the stock pistol. And when you do switch over to a race gun of some sort, Infinity, Glock for me, I noticed that, man, you're right on the money when you go to reload, because you've had to have done it more clean. You're not using crutches per se, and crutches aren't bad. All those little gizmos, if you're racing competitively, are definitely going to help. But if I'm reloading semi pretty fast, putting a new mag in with no magwell, that means I'm getting better. It means I'm personally getting better at finding the hole, right? So that's a good thing. It's those little things like that, those little baby steps that make you better. And not to say that I'm any good, because I'm not. I got friends that show me that all the time. That's the problem with having good friends that are good shooters. It keeps you humble. You may have a good night, and the next night they're gonna, the next time they may just kick your ass really good. Like, is reloading 9mm cheaper than buying it? Considering getting into reloading is why I ask. There is many pluses to reloading. One being Oh, here's a plus with a bullet like this, a coated tech bullet, right? This is Acme bullets. You don't have any jacketing flying back and getting you, so if you're going to shoot steel targets, you know, it makes it nice. They are a lot cheaper. The bullet, the projectile is around 6 cents to buy, depending on the bulk you buy them in. But with that said, you can reload a lot more. You can make recipes for your pistols that work better than normal store-bought ammo. 9mm is cheap. You can buy 9mm from the store pretty cheap. When you get into the higher, larger calibers, like 40, 45, you're definitely saving more money. Me, on one end, I like loading stuff. Like, these rounds are pretty heavy as far as like powder wise. 9mm doesn't kick, so I don't really worry about it. But like in the 45 or the 40, I definitely load a recipe to have a lighter kick, stay within the power factors. But that is one of the reasons why people reload. And if shit hits the fan, you have a way to make bullets. This is a commodity that you can trade, you know. Depends on your views of prepping and all that kind of stuff. But having a way to make bullets is very important, in my opinion. So, last bullet here, guys and gals. So we're going to be putting this in a bag and getting the hell out of here. So I appreciate it. As you can see, my numbers are getting bigger. I've been loading a lot more. I'm at 15, 6, 7, 1,800 rounds of 9mm, 200 rounds of 223, and 1,100 rounds of 40. So this machine's pretty new, but I've been trying to keep track of how much I reload, because I want to someday, 5 years from now, go, yeah, I loaded 50,000 rounds of this, 40,000 rounds of that, so on and so forth. So that's the reason behind that. Because that one up there, I don't know if you guys can see it in the screen, I have a Dillon Square Deal B, and I've loaded tons and tons of ammo with that. Let me guys give you my son's gun, the VP9. It is clear. It's a great gun. If you guys aren't never heard of these, it's the HK VP9, ambidextrous for the most part. Mag release is down here. I'm not used to. It's got a little like paddle. That is one weird thing. But when my son was smaller, he started shooting IDPA about 1.5 years ago, and he's only 15 now. But he's grown up a lot this last year. He wasn't able to reach the mag release, so we went to the gun store, and I said, all right, pick a pistol that feels really good in your hands. And what's nice about this, the ergos on the HK VP9, you can do the sides, you can do the back strap. This thing can really be fitted for you. Whether you're a large frame, small frame, a very petite little lady, whatever the case is, this gun feels really good. So that's what he's shooting tonight. I'll be shooting the CZ SPL1 Tactical, because that is my go-to lately. So you guys have a great day. I enjoyed you guys all showing up. WNC Prepper, if you get a chance, come by, say hi. Starts at 6. Bring a pistol, bring some ammo, and let's go shoot. All right, talk to you guys later. Other than that, I think that's it. I'm ready to get the heck out of here. I got to get there early and come up with the design for the for us to shoot. So I don't know what else to say. Yeah, Bad Billy's here. Watch it from the hunting blind. Bring me back some meat. I want to make jerky. I got send me some meat and I'll bring you jerky. I got that up there. 2 big old dehydrators. So just haven't had a chance to kill Bambi this year or last year. So you guys take care. Again, appreciate it. Like, share, and subscribe. All that fun stuff that we say on YouTube. But I really do appreciate you guys showing up. It's winter time. Make sure you guys put some cold weather gear in your car in case you break down. All the normal stuff that we put in there, but put some extra socks and gloves and all that other crap that's going to keep you warm. There was like 83 people that died 2 years ago in a winter storm because their battery went dead and their phones, they couldn't call, or they were out of reception and they left their car running and they died from, not all of them, but some of them died from just breathing in the CO2 or the carbon dioxide. So you guys take care. See you guys. Appreciate it again. Bye for now. And I'm going to hit the button. So take care.